psyched for this one. Okay, so often when we think about adding fibre or adding plants to our day, we go straight to savoury and we think about salads and soups. But what if I was to show you a recipe which combines some incredibly high fibre ingredients to make the most delicious dessert you have ever eaten in your life? It's a big claim, but this magic mushroom mousse is truly the funnest, most delicious recipe. Kathryn must have had a stroke of genius when she decided to put these together. I can't wait to show you because I'm a big coffee drinker. I love drinking coffee in the morning. I have 3 or 4 cups a day. And to have coffee and dark chocolate come together into a fibre-rich and phytoestrogen-rich mousse, it's just, my mind is blown and I can't wait to show you. So, Kathryn, yes. I'm so excited to taste this because you've told me about it and it just sounds so good.
So we're gonna, so this is gonna be a kind of chocolate mousse and we're gonna use this beautiful adaptogenic coffee to flavour it and to add in all of its goodness.
Because coffee, importantly, is actually fibre rich. And instant coffee like this actually has a bit more fibre than your espresso, for example.
Wow.
So you're getting more bang for your buck with this coffee in terms of fibre.
Amazing. Okay, so we've got this in here. I'm just going to do it all on the weighing scales because it just makes life a little bit easier. So for this recipe, we need 100 ml of coffee altogether. So it's quite an easy one to remember. We've got cashew nuts, we've got silken tofu, which is a really amazing ingredient to use for making mousse because it just has the most incredible texture. But we're mixing it with cashew nuts. Oh my God, that smells amazing.
Doesn't it smell good?
Smells so good.
It's honestly a great coffee.
Wow.
And silken tofu is rich in proteins. It's such a great, if you don't know how to add tofu to your day.
This is a really good way. And it's a very delicate flavour as well. So if I was to challenge you and ask you what you thought was in it, I don't think you would ever tell me you thought there was silken tofu in it.
No, I bet. I'm so excited.
So that's our coffee done. That's going to go to one side for now. All you need is a blender. And we've done it so it's quite simple to remember. We've got 100 grams of cashew nuts, and there you go.
More fibre, more plant protein, more benefits.
And also,
healthy fats.
Cashew nuts, when they're blended, have the most amazing, creamy, silky texture.
Yeah,
so they're perfect for a mousse. Here we have our silken tofu. So we're going to do 100 grams of tofu. You can just do it straight from there.
Nice.
Oops, in that goes. Right, so that's that done. Pop that over there. And then you got your coffee. That can go in. And it doesn't matter that it's hot.
Okay.
Because with cashew nuts, often you soak them before you use them to help them blend.
Speeding it up.
It just kind of, to be honest, I rarely blend my cashew nuts because I just think if the blender is powerful enough, you don't necessarily need to.
So you don't need to soak them beforehand?
Well, I don't. I tend to skip it because I just forget and I don't have time.
Let's make it easy. Let's
Truth
make
be
it quick.
told, dates.
Oh God, I love dates.
Things of beauty.
Fun fact about dates is that they do contain sugar, and people often worry that dates are going to be unhelpful for their blood sugar control. But we actually have randomized controlled trials feeding dates to patients with type 2 diabetes, and it helps to maintain HbA1c. It actually lowers it over intervention period. So we think that it's the combination of the specific fibers and plant chemicals found in dates that actually mean that the fructose, the sugar in the dates, isn't having a negative effect. So dates are really, really, really great. They're a bit of a magical, dried fruit in themselves.
Well, what's amazing about them in a recipe like this, there is absolutely no requirement for sugar.
Yeah,
whatsoever.
You don't need to add any sugar. That's it.
Because then it's got that lovely kind of toffee sweetness. So that's the base of our mousse. It's pretty easy. And let's pop it on here. That's probably going to help. Okay. Then let's blend it. Keep it going until look, so you can see the texture of it is quite thick. Here we go.
Great.
So if we open it up now, I'll just show you.
Nice.
It's quite liquid still, but that's okay.
But you can see it's got that fluffiness to it.
It does. It has that volume. Here I have 70 grams of dark chocolate.
And 70%.
70% dark chocolate.
Good way to remember it.
Yeah. And we're gonna melt. So I've melted this just in the microwave in like 20 to 30 second intervals, stirring it each time.
And again,
that goes in there.
Dark chocolate is actually a good source of fibre. People often don't believe me when I say this, but you can actually, you're lying, can't be. But good quality dark chocolate contains quite a good amount of fibre. So again, we're adding, you know, say 1 to 2 grams from the coffee, 2 to 3 grams from the chocolate, then the hazelnuts and the cashew nuts adding more fibre. So you're making a little dessert that actually contains fibre from more surprising sources.
More surprising sources.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to blend this again. We're going to see all the chocolate go through. And then just give it a little shake to mix
all
it
the
all
chocolate
together.
is just mixing in.
Yes, exactly. You'll see gradually it all comes together.
Now, you
That's
know,
our
my
chocolate
favourite
mix.
dessert is tiramisu.
Ah,
So the combination of chocolate and coffee for me is just...
to be honest, you could probably make a tiramisu using these similar ingredients.
You could.
That's the next one.
time.
Okay, that's our mousse.
Look at that texture.
Ready to go.
Beautiful.
Lovely. And then I've got these 2 glasses
Yeah.
that we're just going to decant it into. It's like a beautiful kind of pillowy.
Very silky.
It's very silky. And it's up to you. You can, if you put this in the fridge for an hour or 2, it will set and become a little bit more solid. Or if you like it a bit softer like this, you can have it just like that. Do you want to try some?
Yes, I do. How do you know?
Wow. That is absolutely amazing. It's so good.
That's even better than I thought it was going to be. You've made all my dreams come true.
The flavour of that coffee is amazing.
With the dates.
It has a real earthiness to it, and it's gorgeous with the dates and the chocolate.
And you're getting the benefits of the diversity of the functional mushrooms as well.
The definition of a dessert that's good for you.
Literally, yeah.
Okay,
Oh
so
my
we're going
God.
to pop these in the fridge just to
Don't
let
let
them
me.
set for a little while, because we've got, it's not quite finished. It can be if you want
Yeah.
it to be, but we're going to garnish with a few little extra bits and bobs.
Gorgeous. Okay, so these have been setting.
Yes.
And they are now even more moussey and
Delicious. Yes.
Is that an adjective? So how are we going to make this even better when I've already tasted it?
Okay,
and it was so good?
I've got a few little tricks.
Okay.
So we're just gonna garnish with some hazelnuts. These are toasted.
Love hazelnuts. And I guess we can use any nut here.
You can use any nut.
Yeah.
These are beautiful toasted hazelnuts that we're gonna, it's just to give that little bit of, one doesn't want to be chopped.
Bit of crunch. And also the
crunch.
flavour profile of hazelnuts is so good with
Exactly.
chocolate, as well known by many brands. I won't name.
Okay, so that's there. Here
Gorgeous.
we've got some really lovely seasonal blood oranges.
Oh my gosh, I love blood oranges. Okay, so obviously we're filming this when blood oranges are in season, but
Yeah.
say we're making this in the summer. Oh, look at the colour of
Look
that.
at that. That is
So
stunning.
thank you to Notoria for these, 10 out of 10. Could we like chop some strawberries?
You can put
cherries,
whatever will go well with chocolate. So strawberries, cherries, some normal
Raspberries.
oranges, raspberries will all be lovely on top.
I'm struggling to think of anything that doesn't go with chocolate.
Yeah.
If you don't like
Look at
chocolate,
the
I'm really
colour
sorry.
of
This
this.
one's not for you.
Look
That
at
is-
the colour of that.
wow.
And
Okay.
the reason I'm slicing like this is because I want to show you how to segment it
Oh, great.
properly.
Thank you. I don't know
So-
how to do this. So,
So whenever my kids have blood oranges, I have to do this for them. This is the way they like to eat them.
my kids call these dragon oranges.
I love
And
that.
also your kids are spoiled.
I
Because
know.
my kids just have to deal with that.
I know. So you find the pith and you go down
They're lucky not to.
along one side and you twist the knife and you come up on the other
Oh my
side.
gosh, this is so cool.
And I'm using, this is a fish knife.
Yeah, so I'd be a bit worried about cutting myself. Can I just slice it normally?
You can slice it normally. I'm just,
Showing off.
just being a bit fancy.
Showing us your knife skills.
Yeah.
You know, it's really cool.
When people say in recipes to segment an orange, it often means like this. It's easier to show you often than it is to put it into words.
Yeah, I've never seen that done before. It's really cool, actually.
There you go. It's very easy.
And so you've left behind the string gear.
Yeah, the stringy
I
bit.
would eat that though.
Yeah, no, that's okay. You're allowed to. I'll let you do that.
Thank you.
This is just to make it look
Look at
pretty. I
that.
mean, look at them. Just going to put those on top.
Jeez.
I know.
The colour
They're
and
absolutely
the
stunning.
smells.
We're going to load those up.
We've been eating all day, but mouth's still watering. It's great.
I mean, this is the best. I'm not finished. Just going to wash my hands.
I
Okay.
will actually eat that.
So these are my little flourishes that I think really kind of elevate this into something special. So we're going to have a pinch of salt.
Which, with dark chocolate, you get that lovely contrast, don't you? And with oranges. You know, there's actually a recipe from Sicily where you, an orange salad.
Oh, wow.
So you slice oranges, blood oranges, fennel, we're going off track, sea salt.
I've read about this.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah.
Sea salt and olive oil.
I also read somewhere, I think it was Madary Jeffrey has it in one of her books where she has it for a dessert. Yeah,
Makes sense.
Amazing.
So it's a great combo.
So the kind of the salty and the sweet goes really well together, and then I'm just going to get a little bit of olive oil.
Oh, as if we don't have enough polyphenols in this dish. Okay, so another splash of beneficial plant chemicals from another source.
Just a little
and
bit.
actually, in this dessert, you now have some really healthy fats from the cashews, the hazelnuts, and the extra virgin olive oil, and the dark chocolate. Because actually, although dark chocolate has saturated fat, the cacao bean fat is different to saturated fat from, say, butter. Wow. So it doesn't have a negative effect on your blood fats. It's good for you.
I learned so much from you. It's wild.
It's actually good for your blood pressure too, so this is a great...
This is not going to be wasted.
Okay.
So just going to squeeze the juice on top. There we go.
Oh my
and
gosh.
that is, I mean, look at that.
That is stunning.
Absolutely beautiful.
So happy about this. Can you tell?
That's going to be one of the best.
Amazing. Yeah. I'm Dr Federica Amati, medical scientist, registered public health nutritionist, and best-selling author. I teach nutrition to healthcare professionals, as well as advising policymakers on how to improve public health. I also work with a clinical medical team to help people achieve their health goals. Subscribe for easy ways to improve your health, simple, delicious recipes, and evidence-based information. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok for regular updates and quick health wins. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this useful. I can't wait to see you next time.